Hi guys, welcome back. So today I am going to be starting some flowers, 3 different kinds. Super excited. It is our first really nice day here in Minnesota, zone 3. It is above freezing, things are melting, it's glorious, sunny outside, and it just makes me so excited, and I just want to start planting everything all at once. But today I'm only planting 3 things. And I have this tray. I sowed half of this with canna lilies, and they are starting to come up. You see those? So excited, so excited. They're growing quickly, so I'm thinking pretty soon I'm gonna have to bump these up into bigger containers. But yeah, super exciting. So I have pretty much half the tray left over, and I wanted to plant a few things in there. So I'm going to be planting Love in a Puff, which is this beautiful vine. It's these little white flowers, and then those flowers turn into these green, they kind of look like green lanterns or green balls. It gets 6 to 10 feet tall. So I'm not planting a whole lot of these, just a few to kind of grow along my fence, and then I think it'd be really cool to tuck these into flower arrangements and kind of like wrap the vines all around. Super cool. I'm growing blue lace flower, lacy blue lace flower. These get 24 to 36 inches high, and they have just these beautiful kind of like lace top blue heads that I thought would be so cool to kind of tuck around in my flower beds. I know this is a great cut flower, and I am going to be doing a cut flower garden this year, but I think I'm going to kind of be tucking these around in the landscape as well. And then I'm also going to be planting some bells of Ireland, so I'm going to begin the process. It is kind of a process to start these, so you won't see the whole process today. I'll be doing another video probably in a week or two of the full entire process, but today I'm just going to show you the beginning of the process. So bells of Ireland require a cold stratification or just simply a chill period for 1 to 2 weeks beforehand. So I'm going to do that as well. Actually, why don't we start with that? So right here I have a plate, and in this plate is just simply a wet paper towel. I got it nice and wet and kind of wrung out the excess. So open it up, and I'm simply just going to sprinkle the seeds right in the damp paper towel, fold it up, put it in my fridge, and that is the beginning. These seeds are so cool. They look like little rocks. Here's the seeds. You can see they just look like little tiny triangle rocks. And I'm simply just going to scatter. And then I'm just going to fold up the paper towel. And put it in a bag. And then I'm just going to pop this in the fridge for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, now that my bells are taken care of, super easy. I love bells of Ireland. Whenever I see those, love it. So, okay, moving on to lace flower and Love in a Puff. I'm just going to be putting them in my tray. I already filled the cells with seed starter mix. I say in all my seed starting videos, make sure you use seed starting mix for starting seeds. Super important. It's lighter, fluffier. The seeds have a better chance of producing roots going down if it's not hard and compact. I'm just going to start with writing out some labels, and then I'm going to get to planting. These are the Love in a Puff seeds. Those are so cool. They're like part darker black with a white spot. Those are very cool. Okay, I'm doing 3 cells of Love in a Puff. And I think I'm going to do 2 seeds per cell. And then my lace flowers. And all of these things are recommended to start. Let's see, the Love in a Puff and the lace flower recommended to start 8 to 10 weeks before, which I'm at that 7-week mark, end of 8, beginning of 7-week mark before my last frost. So hopefully I'm still good on those. And then the Bells of Ireland is recommended about 6 weeks before your last frost, and they're, you know, in the fridge for a few of those weeks. So I think I'm pretty good on the time frame. Okay, lace flower. There is just like these flat little tan seeds. I'm going to do 2 of these per cell. Okay, I planted Love in a Puff. Its recommended depth is 1/2 inch depth. And then for the lace flower, I planted it, I couldn't find a depth. I got the lace flower from Floret, and it doesn't say a depth on the instructions. So then I went to Johnny's, and it didn't have a depth either. It just said it requires darkness to germinate. So I did about 1/4 inch in depth for the lace flower, just made sure that they were all covered so they have darkness so they can germinate. And then also on Johnny's, it said that the same lacy blue lace flower to start indoors 4 to 6 weeks early, but then Floret said start 8 to 10 weeks early. So I'm probably a little bit on the early side, and I'll just note in my record for next year if I think I should still continue to plant them this early or if I should wait for the 4 to 6 weeks. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to water these in and place them under the grow lights. That is it for this video. It was short, fast, sweet, simple, but I thought it would be fun to do with you guys. So I'm going to pop these under the grow lights. You don't have to put them under the grow lights until they germinate, but since half the tray is with my canna lilies and those are starting to germinate, that's why I'm putting it under the grow lights. And stay tuned for the final video of Bells of Ireland planting. So those are in the fridge chilling, and in about 1 to 2 weeks I will be back with you guys to finish the rest of the process. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Say hi.